Would anybody come looking for you if you stopped everything today? If you stopped proving, stopped achieving, stopped doing the most, stopped showing up? Would anybody come looking for you? I don't mean not checking in out of concern, not reaching out because they need something, but because they want you. They want you, you as you are, without an offer, without an answer, without a role to play. If this question, if sitting with this is making something kind of tighten for you in your chest, if I'm kind of poking at the overachiever in you or the high achiever in you, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about something that you've probably been avoiding for years. You don't struggle with success. That part is easy. If you're anything like me, that's the easy part. You know how to get things done. You know how to show up. You know how to build things that people respect, and you've built yourself into someone very respectable. But if I asked you the last time that you felt wanted, not needed, not admired, not respected, not useful, but wanted, you might have to think about that longer than you probably like to admit. And before I even go deeper, I want to say something that most people won't tell you. You're not broken. You're not too much. And you're not imagining this, but the reason that you feel alone, the reason you keep waiting for like some moment where someone just sees you, it's because you learned a long time ago that being wanted isn't something that you can trust on some level. And this has been me. You've learned that proving yourself is safer. Excuse me. You've learned that excellence in some capacity could offer you some form of protection. That if you just became undeniable, you will never have to wonder if people would still choose you in your stillness. And that's exactly why you can't rest. That's why you have a hard time slowing down. Like, let's name what's actually happening here. You've spent your entire life becoming impressive, and it works. People respect you. They look up to you. They see you as a leader. They put their trust in you, their faith in you. You walk into rooms and people listen. Let me know in the comments if I'm talking to you, because this is honestly a lot of my story, and I know I'm not alone in this. But here's the thing about like being admired. It's not the same as belonging. It's not the same as being seen. They're not the same. And deep down somewhere you know that. Deep down you've been carrying that because like no matter how much proof you collect, no matter how many wins you get, no matter how many people follow your influence or your work or, whatever it is, whatever space that you're in, there's a part of you that still doesn't trust that if you weren't excellent, you would still be chosen or like people would still pay attention to you. You would still matter. So you keep running, you keep going, you keep producing, you keep staying ahead of the moment where that silence could catch up to you. I hope this is making sense. See, I've found a way to embrace that silence and that slowing down, and I want to give that to you. I want to share that with you. And here's what I need you to hear. It's not that you don't feel chosen. It's that on some level, You don't even believe that being chosen is safe. You don't even believe that being like fully wanted for who you are is safe. Like, is that even a thing? And this happens because when you were younger, love came with conditions. Maybe you had to be responsible. Maybe you had to be helpful. Maybe you had to be the one who had it together while everyone else didn't, while everyone else fell apart, while everything around you fell apart. And what you probably didn't get, what no one gave you, was the experience of being looked after and pursued and taken care of for no other reason than just the simple fact that you are wanted and you are enough as you are, without having to prove or do anything. And when that happens long enough, you stop believing that that's even possible. You stop even looking for it. Instead, you go out into the world and build a life that ensures you're respected, because respect feels safer than love. Respect can be earned, but love in its purest form requires trust. And trusting that someone could love you in your stillness feels impossible. You know, I get it. This is why I joined the military at 19. This is why I ran myself into the ground. This is why I just did everything I could to become undeniable. And here's the cost. I need you to really sit with this. If you don't address this, you will keep living in a world where you're admired, sure, respected, sure, but unseen. You'll keep excelling, but never exhaling. Everything on paper is perfect, but something's gonna feel off to you still. And you'll never really experience the thing that you're truly hungry for. Because if you're anything like me, the thing that you crave isn't another level of success. It's not even more impact. It's relational safety. It's knowing that if you stopped, you wouldn't disappear. If it wasn't all about what you could produce or what you could do, you would be okay. It's feeling at the deepest level that you're chosen, that you're enough, not because you're impressive, not because you're so valuable, but simply because you exist. So this is landing with you. If this is resonating, where do we go from here, right? The first step is you have to stop running from the silence. You have to stop running from being still. You have to start sitting in spaces where nobody needs you, where there's nothing to do, where no validation is waiting, where there's nothing you can prove, and see what comes up. It's going to be uncomfortable. Your nervous system might panic. It might feel like anxiety. You will feel the urge to do something, to move, to want to get into something, to be useful, valuable in some way, shape, or form, but don't. Just sit there. When you let yourself meet the part of you that's been holding its breath this whole time, you will realize the love that has always been there. The belonging that you've been wanting but not finding has always been there. It's never been outside of you. And these are words that sound nice to say, but I'm telling you, if you do what I'm telling you to do, you will experience it for yourself. And that's what I want for you. It's been there waiting for you to stop proving. It's been there waiting for you to finally see yourself in the ways that no one else has been able to. So Sit with this today. Slow down and sit with this today. And shoot me a message or leave a comment below. What does this stillness finally show you? What does it reveal to you? If you've got the courage to do it. And I recognize if you don't necessarily feel that right now, hey, I'm not judging you. I'm just showing you where to look. But if you have the courage to do it, let me know what you find. Let me know what comes up for you in the stillness. Drop a comment below. Your next breakthrough isn't in that next level of success or that next achievement that you've been going after. It's in who you are when you stop chasing anything. And that's a truth that you deserve to come home to.